America prides itself on democracy. We believe in a government by the people for the people. But what happens when the people in power have a history of breaking the law? It's a tough question, right? It undermines the very essence of our system. We're talking about felons holding high office. A scary thought. Think about it. We entrust these officials with immense power. They make decisions impacting our lives, our freedoms, our future. Now imagine those hands, the ones signing laws and wielding influence, are the same ones that have committed serious crimes. It's not about judging past mistakes. It's about protecting the integrity of our present and future. We need leaders who embody the law, not those who flouted it. The fact that we're even having this discussion is troubling. It points to a fundamental flaw in our system. We have checks and balances for almost everything, but when it comes to keeping felons out of high office, the lines get blurry. This isn't about punishing people twice. It's about ensuring that those who represent us are held to the highest standard. A standard that, frankly, should preclude a criminal record. Unfortunately, the problem of felons in high office isn't hypothetical. We've seen it happen and the consequences are real. Remember that city councilman convicted of embezzlement, or that state representative caught in a bribery scandal? These aren't isolated incidents. They're cracks in the foundation of our democracy. These cases erode public trust. When we see people who've broken the law making laws, it breeds cynicism and apathy. It tells us that the system is rigged, that the rules don't apply to everyone. And that's dangerous. A healthy democracy relies on an engaged and informed citizenry, and that engagement hinges on trust in our institutions. But it's not just about perception, it's about practicalities. How can we, in good conscience, allow individuals with a history of dishonesty or corruption to hold positions of power? It's like asking a fox to guard the henhouse. We need leaders who are not only qualified but also beyond reproach. Leaders who will uphold the law, not find loopholes to exploit. Some argue that barring felons from office is undemocratic. They say it disenfranchises people who have served their time. But here's the thing. Democracy isn't just about majority rule. It's about protecting the rights of all citizens and ensuring a just and equitable society. And that includes protecting the integrity of our institutions. Allowing felons to hold high office undermines the very principles of democracy. It sends the message that the law is malleable, that it can be bent or broken depending on your status. It creates a two-tiered system where some are above the law while others are subject to its full force. That's not democracy, that's hypocrisy. Furthermore, it undermines the concept of equal opportunity. If we're serious about giving everyone a fair shot, we can't have a system where some are automatically disqualified from leadership based on past mistakes, while others with a history of criminal behavior get a free pass. It's about leveling the playing field and ensuring that those in power reflect the values of fairness and accountability. Look, this isn't about being vindictive or punishing people forever. It's about recognizing that certain positions demand a higher level of ethical scrutiny. We're talking about positions that involve upholding the law, managing public funds, and making decisions that impact millions of lives. It's not unreasonable to say that those roles should be reserved for individuals with a proven track record of integrity. Moreover, it sets a dangerous precedent when we allow felons to hold high office. It normalizes criminal behavior and sends the message that it's okay to break the law if you're ambitious enough. We need to be sending the opposite message, that crime doesn't pay, and that those who break the law will be held accountable, regardless of their aspirations. This isn't just about legal accountability, it's about ethical leadership. We need leaders who embody the values of honesty, integrity, and respect for the law. Leaders who will inspire, not erode public trust. It's time to raise the bar for those who seek to represent us. The good news is, we can fix this. We can amend our laws to explicitly prohibit felons from holding high office. It's not a radical idea. Many countries already have similar laws in place. And it's not about punishing people for their past. It's about protecting the future of our democracy. This isn't a partisan issue. It's about common sense. It's about ensuring that those who represent us are worthy of our trust. We need to close this loophole and send a clear message. Integrity matters. Contact your representatives. Raise awareness. Make your voices heard. Let's demand better from our elected officials. Let's demand a government that reflects the values of honesty, integrity, and accountability. Let's reform our laws and restore trust in our democracy. America, we're at a crossroads. We can continue down this path where the lines between right and wrong become increasingly blurred and public trust in our institutions continues to erode. Or we can choose a different path, one where we prioritize integrity, accountability, and the rule of law. The choice is ours. We can be the generation that finally addresses this issue head-on, the generation that says enough is enough. We can be the generation that safeguards our democracy and ensures that those who represent us are worthy of the trust we place in them. This isn't just about today, it's about the future. It's about the kind of country we want to leave for our children and grandchildren. Do we want a country where anyone, regardless of their past transgressions, can rise to the highest levels of power? Or do we want a country where integrity matters, where the law applies equally to all, and where our leaders are held to the highest ethical standards? The answer is clear. It's time for action. It's time for reform. It's time to keep felons out of high office and restore integrity to our government. The future of our democracy depends on it.